Winter isn't just a season. For your car, it is a 4-month stress test. Every year, millions of drivers find themselves stranded in sub-zero temperatures, not because of a freak accident, but because they ignored the simple mechanical realities of cold weather. I've spent years pulling cars out of snowbanks and diagnosing cracked engine blocks that could have been saved with $10 worth of maintenance. If you think winter prep is just throwing an ice scraper in the back seat, you are setting yourself up for a very expensive, very cold disaster. Today, I'm giving you the Make Car Go Winter Survival Guide. We are covering 15 critical steps, from secret tricks to stop your doors from freezing shut, to the traction hacks that will get you out of a parking spot when everyone else is spinning their tires. I'm even going to show you how to protect your paint from the corrosive salt that eats cars alive. And stick around until the end, because I'm opening my trunk to show you the ultimate winter emergency kit. The items that will literally save your life if you go off the road in a blizzard. Before we get into number 15, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button right now. Our goal at Make Car Go is to make sure you never get stranded, and being part of this community is the best way to stay ahead of the curve. Let's get your car bulletproof. Number 15, the shelter secret. If you have a garage, use it, but even a carport or a simple lean-to can change your entire winter experience. The mechanical truth: parking under a shelter reduces 3 major enemies: precipitation, snow ice buildup; debris, falling branches from snow-heavy trees; and, surprisingly, frost. Frost forms when heat radiates away from your glass into the open sky. A roof above your car acts as a thermal blanket, keeping that heat trapped. The survival guide: parking undercover means you aren't scraping ice at 6 a.m., which preserves your glass and your wiper seals. If you don't have a garage, even parking close to a brick building can provide enough thermal mass to keep your locks from freezing. Number 14, the fresh battery rule. Cold weather is a battery killer. Chemical reactions slow down in the cold, meaning your battery has less cranking amps, exactly when the engine's oil is thickest and hardest to move. The mechanical truth: automotive batteries typically last 3 to 5 years. If yours is in that window, it might start fine in the summer, but fail the first night it hits 20 degrees. The survival guide: look at the date code on your battery. If it's over 4 years old, don't guess. Get it load tested. Most auto parts stores do this for free. If the cold cranking amps CCA are below 80% of the rating, replace it now. It's cheaper than a $150 emergency jumpstart service. Number 13, top off the fluids. Winter demands different fluid properties. Your oil, coolant, and gear lube keep the Make Car Go magic alive. The mechanical truth: thick oil doesn't flow. In extreme cold, some engines require 0W weight oil to ensure the top end gets lubricated instantly. Also, your coolant must be a perfect 50-50 mix. If it's too diluted with water, it can freeze inside your engine block, expanding and literally cracking the iron or aluminum. The survival guide: check your coolant with a $5 hydrometer tester. If it's not rated for -30 degrees, flush it. This is the difference between a running car and a totaled engine. Number 12, winter spec wiper blades and fluid. Standard wiper blades have an exposed metal framework. In winter, snow packs into that frame, freezes, and prevents the blade from touching the glass, leaving huge streaks in your field of vision. The survival guide: swap to beam style or winter blades. These have a rubberized armor that prevents ice buildup. Also switch to -20 degrees Fahrenheit or lower washer fluid. Summer fluid is mostly water and will freeze inside the lines, potentially cracking the washer pump. A $200 repair. Number 11, the winter tire versus all-season test. People think all-wheel drive, AWD, makes them invincible. It doesn't. AWD helps you go, but it doesn't help you stop or turn on ice. The mechanical truth: winter tires use a high silica rubber compound that stays soft in the cold. All-season rubber turns into hard plastic at 45 degrees, losing its grip. In testing, a 2-wheel drive car with winter tires consistently outbrakes an all-wheel drive car with all seasons. The survival guide: if you live where it snows, get a second set of cheap steel wheels with winter tires. You'll double the life of your summer tires and significantly reduce your chance of a sliding accident. Number 10, the shovel hack at preventing stick. There is nothing more frustrating than heavy, wet snow sticking to your shovel while you're trying to clear your driveway. The survival guide: spray your shovel with silicone spray or cooking spray, PAM. This creates a hydrophobic barrier that makes the snow slide right off. You'll work half as hard and get the job done twice as fast. Number 9. Removing snow without scratching paint. Using a plastic ice scraper or a stiff bristled brush on your car's paint is like sanding it with grit. Over one winter, you can ruin your clear coat. The survival guide: use a snow broom or a foam-headed pusher. Better yet, if the snow is light, use a leaf blower. It removes the snow without ever touching the paint. If you must use a brush, leave an inch of snow on the car. Don't scrub the paint itself. The goal is visibility, not a car show shine at the expense of your clear coat. If these tips are already saving you a headache this winter, take a second to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to build a community of drivers who are smarter than the weather, and we want you with us. Number 8. The hot water glass warning. You're in a rush, the windshield is iced over, and you think, "I'll just pour hot water on it." The mechanical truth: glass expands when heated. If you pour hot water on frozen glass, the thermal shock will cause it to shatter or crack instantly. The survival guide: make a homemade de-icer. Mix 2 parts. Rubbing alcohol with 1 part water in a spray bottle. Alcohol has a much lower freezing point than water and will melt the ice in seconds without the risk of shattering your windshield. Number 7. Preventing door and lock freeze-ups. There's nothing worse than clicking your remote, hearing the locks thump, but the door won't budge because the rubber seals are frozen shut. The survival guide: apply a thin layer of silicone lubricant or even tire shine to the rubber weather stripping around your doors. This prevents water from bridging the gap and freezing the door shut. For the locks, spray a little graphite lubricant inside the keyhole. Avoid WD-40 for locks as it can gum up over time. Number 6. How to get more traction on ice. The floor mat trick. You're in a parking spot and your tires are just spinning on a patch of black ice. The more you spin, the more heat you create, which melts the ice into a lubricant, making it even slicker. The survival guide: if you don't have sand or kitty litter, take out your carpet floor mats. Turn them upside down, rubber side up, carpet side down, and wedge them under your drive tires. The carpet side will grab the ice and the rubber side will grab your tire. It'll get you out of the hole every single time. Just remember to go back and pick up your mats. Number 5. Testing the heat chain. Don't wait until it's 5 degrees to find out your heater core is clogged or your blend door is broken. The survival guide: once a month in the fall, run your heat on blast for 10 minutes. Check every vent. If the passenger side is colder than the driver's side, your heater core is likely partially clogged with old coolant. Flushing it now is a $100 job. Replacing it in January is a $1,200 dash removal nightmare. Number 4. The full tank rule. In the winter, you should never let your gas tank drop below half. The mechanical truth: a near-empty tank has more airspace. Temperature fluctuations cause moisture in that air to condense into water. That water sinks to the bottom, gets sucked into the fuel lines, and freezes, causing a no start. The survival guide: keeping the tank full prevents gas line freeze. It also adds weight over the rear wheels, useful for RWD cars, and gives you a 24-hour idling safety net if you get stuck in a snowbank and need to keep the heater running to survive. Number 3. Rust protection, undercoating. Road salt is cancer for your car's frame and brake lines. Once it starts, you can't stop it. The survival guide: do not use rubberized undercoating. It traps moisture against the metal. Use an oil-based undercoating, like fluid film or wool wax. It creeps into the seams and repels water and salt. Spending $150 on an undercoat can add 10 years to the life of your car's chassis. Number 2. Ceramic coating for salt repulsion. Salt doesn't just eat the frame, it etches the paint. The survival guide: apply a ceramic spray coating before the first snow. These coatings are high energy, meaning salt and slush have a hard time sticking to the surface. When you do go to the car wash, the salt will slide off with a simple rinse, rather than requiring you to scrub the grit into your paint. Number 1. The exhaust pipe safety check. If you slide off the road and get stuck in a deep drift, Your first instinct is to stay in the car and keep the engine running for heat. The mechanical truth: if snow blocks your exhaust pipe, carbon monoxide, CO, will back up into the cabin. It's odorless, colorless, and deadly. You won't even know it's happening until you fall asleep. The survival guide: the very first thing you do if you go off the road is get out and clear a path around your tailpipe. Check it every hour. This is the #1 hidden feature of winter survival. Your car is a heater, but without an open exhaust, it's a gas chamber. Now, I promised you a look inside my trunk. If you get stranded, these items turn a survival situation into an inconvenience. I keep everything in 2 containers, a canvas tote and a plastic tub. Inside the canvas tote, the walk kit, a 1-gallon empty gas can, and a pair of insulated winter boots. Never assume you can walk to a gas station in your driving shoes. The thermal layer, a heavy wool blanket. If you're low on gas, you should only run the engine 10 minutes every hour. That blanket is what keeps your core temperature up during the other 50 minutes. Inside the plastic survival tub, the vision kit, a high-quality LED flashlight with extra batteries. I prefer one with a magnetic base so you can stick it to the car while changing a tire. The face protection, a balaclava or ski mask. If you have to dig your car out in a 30-mile-per-hour wind, exposed skin will get frostbite in minutes. The repair essentials, duct tape and electrical tape. If a plastic bumper crack or a hanging mirror happens in a fender bender, duct tape keeps the parts on the car so you can drive home. The power hub, a portable jump starter. As we said in the first video, don't rely on strangers. These packs also have USB ports to keep your phone alive so you can call for help. The rescue tools, a collapsible shovel and jumper cables. The traction secret, kitty litter. If the floor mat trick doesn't work, pour non-clumping kitty litter in front of your drive wheels. It provides the bite your tires need to climb out of an icy rut. The sustenance, beef jerky, granola bars, and water. Avoid things that freeze and burst. Jerky stays good for a year and gives you the protein needed to keep your body heat up. You are now officially prepared for the worst that winter can throw at you. By following the Make Car Go Winter Survival Guide, you've protected your engine from cracking, your transmission from overheating, and your paint from rotting. You aren't just hoping to get through the season, you're managing it like a pro. This season is hard on machines, but it's even harder on people who aren't prepared. Use these tips, build your kit, and always remember that safety comes before comfort. If you found this video helpful and you haven't done it yet, please hit that subscribe button and join the Make Car Go family. We're here every week giving you the mechanical truth that the dealerships won't tell you. We want to see your car hit 300,000 miles, and we want to see you stay safe while doing it. Thanks for watching, drive safe this winter, and we'll see you in the next one.